Hello class 10 students, this is gonna be an ecstatic video in which I'll be giving you a few tips related to paper presentation in SST board exams. So this was one of my pre-board exams in which I got 40 by 40. In my class 10 board exams, we had two terms and both the terms were of 40 marks each. And in class 10 board exams, I got 99 in SST out of 100 and I got a total of 97.2%. So I got 40 by 40 in the pre-board. What all I did, let's just have a look at it. So if I talk about your answers, let's say this was a question related to describing the idea of Satyagraha. So since it was of 2 marks, I had written 2 points so that the teacher could easily understand what I was trying to say. Like the first statement is related to what it actually means, the power of truth and need for truth. You need to start with a proper introduction first, that what is exactly idea of Satyagraha. Then you have to talk about its points as I have written over here, right? Then second was railways is the principal mode of transportation for freight and passengers. Why? So you have to write proper reasons. It is the most popular means of transport for carrying bulky goods and many passengers over long distances, fastest mode and all of that. So I've written a few extra points you don't have to write. I've just written just to be on a safer side, okay? Now, political party, this is related to the political party question in which I have tried to mention everything properly. So for 2 marker questions, you don't have to worry that much. Let's have a look at the 3 marker ones. Okay, difference related questions. The first thing to note is make this line a T table for differences. The first thing over here, first point, let's say formal sources of credit and informal sources of credit, you have to differentiate between it. An important point to note is your alignment has to be the same. If the first question is over here, first point of this, the point should match with it. It should be properly oriented. Same with the second point and the third point. And they must be connected. Like if I'm here, I'm writing over here, formal sources of credit include loans from banks and cooperatives. So I must write what are informal ones. Include loans from these. So informal sources, I'm taking the loans from these two, and informal from moneylenders, landlords, relatives, and friends. Now, a positive about this, or positives, negatives about both of them, and other things you need to mention properly in difference related questions for scoring full. Let's move ahead. It's also 3 marker questions. I have written 3 points as you can see. In map based questions, ensure that you are labeling properly. Let's say this is Vishakhapatnam, this is Narora, this is Dandi, like this. Label very nicely. Like Narora is over here, Vishakhapatnam over here, right? There was a question, party system is not something that a country can choose but evolves over a long time. So you need to write those 4 factors like it depends on history of politics. And I've also given an example to clarify the statement. Like we've multi-party system was adopted post-independence and has been the same ever since. So our party system, that is the multi-party system, developed post-independence, and not any of the person can change it. Then a case-based question was there in which I had to answer the questions. You can see case-based also you need to write limited stuff. Don't exceed it. Case-based questions are pretty easy. Okay, so you can see. Now for 5 marker questions, you need to write at least 5 points. Okay, like this democracy one, I've written 5 points at least. Say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've written 5 points. This is going to be very, very important. Then MNCs related points are pretty important. Okay, this was a question related to MNCs of 5 marks. So I have written 5 points and scored pretty well. So the perfect one for you to score 80 by 80 is that in MCQs, let me just tell you. In MCQs, for example, this is my I'm just writing over here just for showing you. Just a second, huh? For example, you have to write over here like answer 1, then the correct option, let's say it's B, and then the name of the option, what is written in the option. That is very, very important and you shouldn't ignore it, please. Let's say it is Treaty of Vienna, for instance. So I've written. Same for answer 2, below it then answer 3, and this should be known to you. At the end of the page, please make this slash, it's very important. And take care of the word limit. Remember, 2 markers. If a question is for 2 marks, you need to mention at least 3 to 4 points. Okay, relevant points from the NCERT textbook. If it's of 3 marks, then you need to mention at least 5 points. If it's of 5 marks, you need to mention 6 to 7 points. And they must be different from each other. This is important. Different plus must be from NCERT. Very important. So I hope these steps helped you. Thank you.